And we're back on the Worldwide Blues Show on kvcmradio.com. And hope you were listening to the prior artists that we had that were going to the IBC competition tomorrow at Southside Johnny's. Joe King and Fairlight Mariah de Torres, the angel voice of this area that everyone's just, we've been watching her for so long. What did you think, John?
Well, I think they do a real good job, and it's good to see you back. You were under the weather there for a while?
I've been going through, I call them tune-ups. Tune-ups pretty regularly lately, but yeah, no, life's good. I got my alternator installed, and
there we go.
Happy to be back. You know, in fact, it was funny. I had it going on there on a Friday night, and then I was back doing the radio show Wednesday, and I got a lot of people saying, "What's going on there?" And it's like, all I have to do is talk. You know, it's a pleasure to do what I'm doing, and it's a very distinct honor for me to say that I finally got John Long in the studio doing a radio show with me.
Well, thank you, and we got some people that have come back in a solid way to Colorado Springs. Rick and Lisa, Lethal Lisa McCall, and where are you playing at? Lounge in the Village, and that's on the 3rd of September. Okay.
And we do play both Lethal Lisa McCall band CDs in rotation Monday through Friday, 6 to midnight Mountain Standard Time, and then, since they are a blues band,
right,
on the Worldwide Blues program every Saturday, 12 to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So they're on the radio maybe 6 days a week. How about that?
Well, we give thanks to all you people that give all of us musicians, blues musicians, and everybody playing, give us a chance to promote things. And so a salute to you and all the radio people. And so we got radio personalities like yourself, and all around the country, all around the world, and so I'm thankful that Delta Groove had me back with the new CD we recorded back in February, Stand Your Ground. So, and that's Jeff Fleener, and he's taken over the helm since Randy Shortkoff, he passed away. So
yeah.
So anyway, just Jeff Fleener's doing a real good job. Him and all the folks, they're at the helm of Delta Groove, and glad to be back here in the Rockies.
Well, I got to say thank you to Delta Groove also. They just sent me a copy of the new one, and also, a while ago they sent me a copy of Lost and Found, the anthology, right? So we are playing you in rotation on Saturday, 12 to 6 Mountain Standard Time.
Thank you.
And it's just a pleasure. Like I told the story before we came in. I first saw you at the Boulder Outlook with Dan King's Lions Flood Benefit a couple of years ago, with Bob Margolin and Janova Magnus and a lot of northern Colorado.
And wasn't Otis Taylor on there?
Otis Taylor, Lionel Young, and just a whole bunch. And also there was one of Homesick's friends on there. Dustin Pitsley was there from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's right. And Dustin Pitsley, and also the gentleman, he had to come back. He was under the weather for a while.
Well, Tommy Castro actually was part of that too.
Yeah, Tommy Castro, and then the other guy played slide guitar.
Larry Thompson, right?
Yeah, that's it, Larry.
Richard Thompson.
Yeah, Richard Thompson.
Larry Thompson's the drummer.
Ron Thompson.
Ron Thompson, that's right. But and all
it's good that I have.
I know we got the people in the room saying no, and we're playing charades, huh? But actually, I got to thank Dan for doing that, first of all, to benefit the flood victims. But also, all of that I captured on video, so it is on the YouTube channel, the Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative YouTube channel. So it's just I love doing those kind of shows because it pairs people together, and just amazing music comes out of that, doesn't it?
Oh, I'd just like to make a little announcement that Henry Gray, one of the great legends of blues piano, there was an appeal on the I guess over the internet that he was got displaced during this last flood in Louisiana.
Oh, wow.
And is asking for people's help. So thanks to all the people who have helped on that request and helped people all over Louisiana or wherever there's a disaster.
Wherever there's suffering,
There's
I
suffering.
sure hope that what we do has a little bit of relief somewhere, right? So John, I just love to hear your playing because you are a traditional progenitor of the traditional blues style.
Well, I'm glad to keep it going, and there's a number. Oh, everybody get together, having a real good time. Everybody getting together, having a real good time. Little boy was baby, and they played right on time. Well, now, old man, young man, get off that ball stool. Get out there, you got to be, you got to lose it. If you're having a real good time, little booger wooger baby, and they play right on time. I'll tell you something. Why now, you gotta get out there, gotta cut the rug. You'll be the kind of people, don't hold no grudge, you got to be out there. You got to cut the rug. Don't be stingy-hearted, man, but please don't hold no grudge. I'm gonna tell you something. You can be a housewife or a mayor or a judge, don't care who you are. Yeah, you got to cut the rug, get together, have a real good time. Little boy, and he play right on time. Why now everybody get together, don't care where you from, get out there, get the room. Everybody get together, having a real good time. Little boy was a baby, and they play right on time. Now I don't care what color you got on, red, brown, black, blue, or white, you gotta get out there and you gotta make it all right. Everybody get together, Yes, sir.
I love it. John, you're just amazing. I watch you when you come here every once in a while to play at Bar Louie, and the stuff just flows out of you. You don't really want to take breaks in between songs. You just keep playing, and the stuff just comes right out. And this is amazing stuff. I always am marveling at. First of all, I read your background. And you come. Your dad was a traditional musician as well.
My dad played old time hillbilly, and I say it respectfully because I'm a mixed person. Hillbilly, Cherokee, all that mixed together with black, brown, don't matter. And on my mother's side, the Slavic and Gypsy and all this kind of stuff. So I notice that's why everybody has to come together, because everybody's mixed and stuff. So this whole thing of people going to this side, and that, we're all together, man.
Absolutely. So, John, that's what I love. When I saw you at Bar Louie with Lionel Young, you guys just kind of played off each other, and the songs just flowed. I had to ask Lionel, I go, I'm not familiar with a lot of these songs. You got to tell me the names of the songs so I can title the videos that I shot, and he called me a few months ago. He said, "Hey, you still have those videos?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. You got to help me with the titles, but I got to get back with him. I know he's busy working too."
Well, Lionel, we talk to him from time to time. Glad he's doing stuff on the road, and just everything's going good for him. And whenever you can catch Lionel Young in town, wherever he's playing at, just go see him.
Oh, absolutely. We and this being kind of an IBC show, shout out to Lionel Young, because he's a 2-time IBC winner, which, as the solo artist and then as a band member with the Lionel Young Band. And what an accomplishment. And I got to say that he does great things by working with the Colorado Blues Society and doing like a mentor class about how do you do the IBC, from the whole line items and categories on the checklist, and it comes really as a great mentor tool for someone that's won it not once but twice. It really helps everybody.
Lionel, he's kind of reminds me, there's quite a few number of bluesmen, blueswomen that have been trailblazers, so to speak, and Lionel, now that he's playing blues, jazz type of fiddle, and he can go into places and even these bluegrass things and play that fiddle and whoop the fire out of it, as the old time folks used to say. But this is what my dad. This is a song off my new CD. It's called "No Flowers for Me." You're talking about my dad, so this.
All right.
Well, I don't want no flowers. Won't you, boy, listen to me? I don't want no flowers. Want you boys to see. don't spend your money on fancy flowers. Well, now please listen to me. Give the money to bring an end to the Parkinson's disease. Don't want no flowers. Won't you boy, please listen to me. Please give the money to end this Parkinson's disease. Well now, I told you I'll be shaking, and you know I've been in misery. Don't spend your money on fancy flowers. Find an end to the Parkinson's disease. Well, you know he wouldn't. He would. You know his misery. He said, I don't want no flowers. Won't you listen to me? Oh, just give the money to the research. Oh, that would please me. Find a cure for that shaking Parkinson's disease. Shaking, been hurting. You know, this comfort you see. I want you to give the money for the research for the Parkinson's disease. Well, I told you so. You will make me happy when it's time for me to go. Oh, my spirit will be set free if you do what I told you. Well, now, one of these days, you know it won't be long. One of these days, and you know won't be long. Well, you know my body will go, and I'll be moving on. Oh, my spirit, all will be set free. I want you to know. I want you both to know that I have loved you. I have loved you so. But here's what I want you to do. I don't want no flowers. You both listen to me. Get the money to get the research to end the Parkinson's disease.
So John, that's a great message. You know, a lot of us have or know or are aware of all these afflictions that are hitting so much of us now, and that Facebook is so much a part of everyone's lives. You hear about it even more. Everyone seems to have someone with something. And was that what was the thought that you put
Well,
into
my
that
dad
song?
had the Parkinson's, and
Okay.
so he donated his body to science. And
Wow.
anyway, that's so he's in thanks to St. Louis University Hospital. Anyway, so his grave is there, and so he was gave himself for this, and
Wow.
it was kind of hard, man, because you run out of money. Now let's put it, that's the blues.
Yeah.
You run out of money, and what are you going to do? You're going to, so he said, well, I'll just do this. So donate so they could find a cure for Parkinson's disease. So that's why I wrote this song. I don't do the songs the same way as you hear me do it on a record all the time, but
Sure.
because I do the song a little different. That's how I feel at the time. So, I was listening to some old Hank Williams last night, and he does it different
I enjoy that, really. The recording is to make that statement, but the performance. I mean, when I go to see people, I don't want to, hear a carbon copy, and whatever emotion goes behind. Well, I do the same song the same way every night. I've been, as a photographer, that's how I started out. I'd go follow people around, and even in Colorado, you could see multiple shows by the same guy.
Right.
And it's really funny when, and he's now a very famous guy, he's in one city going with a story and says, well, I was in Colorado Springs.
Yep.
And then the next night he goes, well, I'm going to tell you a story. And it was like, I was in Denver one night. It's the same story.
Well, I guess I'm not smart enough to put it all together. Only thing I know, I just go by the feel, by the spirit, because we were coming up, because my dad being from Mississippi, and then Homesick was my blues dad, and he's from Tennessee, so both that kind of thing, it just comes out like that when you expose, and so whereas blues or country or I've heard jazz guys, same thing. They say, look, man, I ain't gonna do it the same way.
Yeah.
I won't name the song, but I done this song, but you come back to tonight, you'll hear it different. But this is a song, Homesick James, and it's called Baby Please Set a Date. And he always wanted me to record this, but one thing or another, but I'm glad that Delta Groove done this thing. So this is Baby Please Set a Date. This is off Stand Your Ground. Won't you please set a date? Oh, baby, please won't you set a date? Oh, don't say tomorrow, tomorrow's too far away. Well, I want your loving mama, I really want it bad, when I can't see you, mama, it really makes me mad. Oh, baby, please won't you set a date? What's that? Don't say tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow's too far away. It's late in the evening, sun is sinking down. Wanna see you so bad, woman, and I don't know what to do. Oh, baby, won't you please set a date? Don't say tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow too far away. Yes. From the ground, she got something make my love come tumbling down. Oh, baby, please won't you set a date? Don't say manana, 'cause the man not too far away. Tomorrow too far away. Homesick James number.
That's amazingly good. That's just great. You know, in the steel slide, I love that. You know, a lot of people. Do you play with glass at all?
No. Well, listen. I'm practical. If you carry glass around your pocket and you drop it on the ground outside, we've had some things where us falling. Now, you think I'm going to have a piece of glass? Now, that's okay. I'm not putting it down. I use one. I fool around at home with one. But when I go on the road, I use this CO2 tank. I found this on the ground.
No kidding.
And either it's this or a piece of conduit or a piece of copper or brass pipe. But I never buy them. But I'm a recycler, see? So I found this CO2 tank, and I just split it here so it fits right on my finger, see?
I saw that.
And so that's the, now I listen to other people, they do sound real good with glass and everything, but that's them and this is me.
Well, and that's why you're you, and that's why it's a pleasure to have you here to give what I call a master session on the Worldwide Blues Show, because more, you know, you're being the traditional guy. You know, a lot of people, in fact, you know AJ Fullerton? He's a young guitar player from, I believe, the western side of the state. But he just checked in. He might be listening. But
okay,
he's got a lot of good traditional stuff going on.
Good, because there's young people. Corey Harris is a guy, who traditional blues man, and also there have been various other people, Ry Cooter, and and doing. But also, I'll tell you this. Lethal Lisa McCall, she plays that slide, and she's got her own way of playing, plays a rock blues kind of thing, and so you got to catch her playing slide. But she plays regular, type way too. But definitely no one does what she's playing. Not in the same thing like Ry Cooter. He's got his own way of playing, and then they got a guy here in town, Grant Sabin, plays real good slide guitar and everything. So anyway, there's just a whole bunch of people. Anyway, but I just want to say hello to Kai and Natasha Turner. And
Absolutely.
Because he's a disc jockey friend of mine. Won't give the name of it. But anyway, just folks who are listening, and also to some of our family, David and family. And there's who's ever listening, if I don't call your name out, but I'm just saying hello to you.
Absolutely. And thanks for mentioning Kai, because really we joke a lot. I've been videoing Blues from the Top that he does the MC job for years. And
he's one of the people that has helped me in my career.
Yeah.
Here and Natasha and Lou Nina, she's an up-and-coming artist herself.
Yeah, I watched her grow up from a little girl so far, but we were judges with the CBS IBC, and so I get to that's where we're right next to each other, and I get to talk to him for a while. But I like to say, man, I'd like to be just like Kai when I grow up.
And there's another blues disc jockey, Brian Elliott, here in town, and then they got Sammy Mayfield. Does it very good. He's got a very good blues band, and Erica Brown and
love Erica.
So we just
we put this invitation for today out to the world, so hopefully everybody that we mention is listening.
But I have a friend of mine lives in Munich, Germany, Willie Solomon, one of the finest blues finger pickers, and he has a friend that plays with him. I can't think of his name, but if you're ever in Germany, or if you ever catch Willie if he comes out here, one of the great blues talents.
Well, you get around, so this is another thing I was going to ask you. Most people, they have a tour planned, or I guess that's the latest thing, but you kind of just, you just drive place to place and play.
Well, now I'm going to correct you a little bit.
Okay.
We do have a plan now, my wife and I, Carrie. We do have plans if we're, we book things ourselves. We book through a booking agent sometimes, so we do have plans and contracts. But at the same time, we'll go off the beaten path, and someone extends an invitation. For instance, we're doing something on the 6th of October in Georgia, and that's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's going to be something for a food pantry for homeless people, and this is a benefit for that. And then another thing we're doing, the Pine Top Perkins Foundation, October 9th. And that's my first dad's birthday, Claude Long Sr. He was an old-time baseball player. He used to play in the Southern Leagues, the semi-pros. Anyway, he played for Mississippi back in the old days. So October 9th, that's for him, and also Pine Top Perkins being there, and Homesick and all the other blues people have gone through Mississippi and have made the people have come before me, so I do it out of honor and respect. First of all, love for the people who made it possible for myself and other young guys to be out here doing it.
This is it's a great testimony. We hear a lot of people and saying what they do for a lot of different reasons. And I knew as first time I saw you and listened to you on the stage at the Outlook, and every time I've caught you in between, you're absolutely one of the most genuine individuals, first of all. But I mean, you always have a message to your music. You have a purpose in your mind, and you're a wonderful individual. I got to say, I'm proud to know you.
Well, this is a song. You just remind me. See, the Villa. I'm playing the Villa Friday, which is what is the date? September 2nd. The Villa in, it's a little Italian restaurant in Palmer Lake. So everybody come there.
Oh, really? Okay.
The Villa.
Yeah, you're gonna have to post that, Carrie, on the group page that we have, that Southern Colorado Musicians and Artists Cooperative, because we sure want everyone to come out and see it.
Here's a song from my new CD. It's called "Stand Your Ground." That's what's the name of it. It's called "Don't Give Up, Don't Give In, and Don't Back Down." It's kind of like all the stuff that you hear over talk radio, internet, all this. You can't believe all that stuff. Sometimes things are said about people and untrue. So this is what. Anyway, this is it. Now stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in. Yeah. My father told me, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in. Back down. When evil come in and wanna stay, gotta tell the evil, get the hell away. Oh, stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in, What made me mad when come on in, but when they doing, it's a doggone sin. Well, now stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in. When they come in the sheep disguise, they ain't none but the devil with his no good lies. Well, stand your ground, son, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in, back down. Yeah. When the devil walked in with this no good lie, well, I'm telling you, that's an alibi. Well, now stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in, back down. Well, I walked in on them, well, the word they say, well, tell the man, get those lies away. Well, now stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in. Walked in on them, heard the words untrue. They lie on me, sure enough they lie on you. Well, now stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't give up, don't give in.
That sounds like something my dad would tell me too when I was a kid, you know? So, the basis of your songs are basically just personal stories, huh?
Personal stories. I was places I've worked at, and you go in there and always going to be. It's kind of like this old western I was watching, and and it's sort of like the truth is stranger than fiction. But guy, blame it on the horse. They're going to shoot this horse. And man is but the kid was the one that was accident prone, so to speak, and he was the one that. But they were going to shoot the horse, but anyway, so they couldn't shoot the kid. So they were just saying, hey man, you know, the kid admitted that it was he that fell down and got all bruised up. Wasn't the horse kicking them or anything like that. So it's kind of the same thing. You hear all this stuff. So anyway, the old timers said, well, don't believe what you said. Believe half of what you hear and don't. Anyway, you just can't believe a lot of this jive that comes down. You know, like Tampa Red used to say, "Don't you lie to me." It makes me mad. I get evil as a man could be.
Yeah. That's great. So you're playing those songs off the new CD, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, no sir here. I should be calling you sir.
Well, this is Red Hawk. This is Red Hawk, and it's Dexter Payne and I, that plays as Lionel sometime. We were on our way to Telluride, and we just kind of noticed, and here's this hawk beside the road. So Dexter, we made sure that, anyway, we gave him a proper burial, because this is one of God's creatures and things. Is somebody, anyway, I think someone could have, I said some low-down hunters shot him. I don't mean, because I'm not down on hunters. Somebody who wasn't really hunting, they would just want to shoot something, so they weren't really, you know, they shouldn't have had the gun in the first place. But anyway, so and then could have died from natural causes. But anyway, this song's about that, and so we know people who hunt and put the food on the table. So we have respect for hunters and things. But this is some jive knucklehead. Red Hawk, please fly down Springfield Town. Oh, Red Hawk, fly down in Springfield Town. Well, won't you tell me what's going down? Well, now I found a red hawk. See a red hawk laying on the ground. See a red hawk, well, lying down on the ground. Some low-down hunter have shot that poor red hawk down. Well, now your body may be gone, but your spirit still live on. Well, your body may be dead, but your spirit still live on. I want you to fly down in Springfield Town. Well, my brother's blind and he cannot see. Well, my brother blind, well, and he cannot see. want you to fly down to Springfield for me. Well, I heard that he hadn't been getting no mail. Yo, I heard that he hadn't been getting no mail. But I take the message, and I know, Red Hawk, you won't fail. Well, now take this prayer on your feathered wing. Take this prayer on your feathered wing. Well, now won't you bring me. Why now let me know how my brother's been getting along. Oh, let me know how my brother been getting along. Well, keep on flying, keep on keeping on strong.
You know, that's great. I couldn't agree with your sentiments more about that because, you know, I live out in Black Forest, and that's the cool thing about Colorado is that you can live kind of in semi-rural areas and still see, you know, I get to see antelope cruising across the fields, and, you know, the hawks are circling up in the sky.
Now here's something, okay, hawks, eagles, these animals, God did give them a sense about them. So man is not to abuse. He made man a custodian to watch over these things. So they have a special God-given radar or whatever thing. So, and if you ever had a pet, you know, and sometimes you're down to come over and make you feel better, you know?
Yeah.
And so, anyway, that's, let's see what, you do want to do one more?
You know what? I'd love to hear as many as you want to
Well,
do.
I was going to ask to bring my suitcase in because we got a, this is what, thank you. Now, this was given to me, unknown, no, just put that on the floor and then I'll put this, there we go. Thank you, sir. Ed, right?
Yes.
See, I'm getting it better.
Hello.
I would have brought it in earlier, but I'm getting used to the suitcase, 1938 Samsonite suitcase, and I was in there, this old, well, Delta Groove conspired with this guy named Doug Messenger, and it was an old analog studio. You know, in case you don't know what the analog in radio land. Anyway, I'm just learning stuff. It's analog and digital. What is the old analog studio with the reel-to-reel tape? Anyway, so he says, I like the way you're stomping your feet. So well, I got an old suitcase. You want to try that? So he brought the suitcase in, and so I started stomping. I said, well, you know, I've tried different stomp boxes and different things, but this is, so anyway, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do something that Let's see. Let's see here what we do. Let's see, I think I'll do it in this other thing. This song written by a friend of mine, and his name is Mike Cronick, and is out of Nashville, Tennessee. So we send this out to Mike Cronick, and his wife is Maggie. She's getting waiting for operation. We'll just put it like this: we're sending all to make people well. The music we're sending out to Malcolm, who just had a stroke, and this is music for him to heal up by, and also Dan Todd, who's lives Dan and Malcolm live here in town. He just gave a contribution to his sister. It was a blood condition, so he was able to donate some bone marrow. Anyway, so this goes out to anybody in the sound of my voice who gets some good blues medicine. Now we're playing these blues not to hold on to them, but to give them, and to we have a lamentation, and this is to make people feel better. So if you go to a schwitz bath or any kind of sauna or a sweat lodge, anyway, get rid of that stuff. Now we're going to do something like this. It's called Mop Bucket and a Broom. He wrote this. I was trying to write something like this years ago, but he wrote the song, and he said, "Would you do it, Johnny?" And we met him in Nashville, and he put something with my wife, conspired on something on YouTube or whatever. I'm not a computer person, but anyway. So this is called Mop Bucket and Broom. Down the hallway, shine up the brass, wash off them walls, take out the trash. My bucket and the broom, my bucket and the broom. Well, I go from room to room, my bucket and the broom. Take it now. Dust and cloth like a shine man with a sheen. When I get my rhythm, call me Mr. Clean. My bucket and broom, my bucket and broom. And I go from room to room, my bucket and broom. my bucket and a broom. Wash all them windows, clean off those doors, brush up my elbows, mop all the floor, and wax them. My bucket and a broom, my bucket and a broom. Well, I go from room to room, yes, I go from room to room. Boss man, I'm leaving soon. Leaving that mop, bucket, and a broom.
Well, I know I'm feeling a lot better. This has been a great set, John. I really appreciate it. You know, and I got to say a special shout out too, because my co-host Lisa Carnes, I hope as taking her husband home from the hospital today, Chuck
good.
had some, I call it tune-up. You know, that's what I say every time we go to the hospital. It's a tune-up. But hopefully she's bringing Chuck home today, and everything's going to be okay. And I hope they heard this, and we wish them all the best too.
Well, you know, I just like to encourage all the people because, you know, you like I say, you can't believe everything you hear, and but we want to be inclusive of all music styles. And you hear, well, Dr. So-and-so said that if you listen to classical music, that's good. Sure it is. But also, there's a blues you can listen to, there's ballads, there's stuff like Django Reinhardt's doing, stuff Bob Will. I mean, there's some beautiful things that don't have to be Western classical music. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying it's not just strictly with Western classical music. The what they call the folk music is healing too. You just have to know, because you can listen to certain classical music and it may something off, you know, it would make. So it don't matter what the music is. You just find something that's soothing and to yourself and other people, and it's healing too. And
yeah, I spent 1.5 years in Thailand actually when I was in the service, and you know, they would play American music at the clubs for us, but you go into the town where everyone really has to live, and they're great about having festivals, and there's music in a town square pretty much all the time, you know, to entertain everybody, bring everyone together. And you're absolutely right. You know, anything that lightens your step, puts you know, taps your toes. Music is healing, and you know, there's a bunch of organizations that we support that do just that, like our Blue Star Connection, our friend John Catt, who's also a little under the weather. He does so many great things for kids with really serious diseases, and we call it music therapy.
Well, we send this out to him because you know, it's extended to Mr. Catt and other people that do wonderful things.
Yes, sir.
And people who he's reaching. So all this stuff that the people who played before me, and I'm playing Lionel, and all the musicians we talked about, spoken and unspoken, here in the Rocky Mountain region and all around us, you know, this is not just United States, but the world needs some healing music right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We have East guitar in the studio.
We got to do this song.
Absolutely.
And it's called Climbing High Mountains.
Okay.
This old blind Willie McTell number. That's we do it like in your living room.
This has been nothing but fun today, I gotta say. We want to do a lot more of this. And John, thank you again.
I'm climbing high mountain trying to get home. Well, I'm climbing high mountain trying to get home. I'm in high mountain. I'm climbing high mountain. I'm climbing high mountains trying to get home. Well, I'm calling on many names, I'm trying to get home. Well, I'm calling on many names, trying to get home. I'm calling on many names, I'm calling on many names, I'm calling on many names, I'm trying to get home. Well, I'm picking up my crosses, trying to get home. Well, I'm carrying many crosses, trying to get home. I'm carrying many crosses, carrying many crosses. I'm carrying many crosses, trying to get home. Sometimes I stumble and fall, trying to get home. Sometimes I stumble and fall, trying to get home. Sometimes I stumble, sometimes I fall. I keep on I'm singing, I'm trying to get home. Talking many people trying to get home. Well, I'm talking many people, I'm trying to get home. I'm talking to many people, I'm talking many people, I'm talking many people, I'm trying to get home. Going over hills and valleys, trying to get home. I'm going over hills and valleys, trying to get home. Going hills and valleys, I'm going over hills and valleys, going over hills and valleys, trying to get home. Well, I'm climbing high mountain, trying to get home. Well, I'm climbing high mountain, trying to get home. Yeah, I'm climbing high mountain, climbing high mountain, climbing rough, jagged, steep, high mountain, trying to get home.
That's beautiful. Great message. John, we want everyone to hit your John Long group page, right, on Facebook?
Yes.
And Carrie maintains that very well, and hopefully...
Let me do the suitcase stomp before I go.
Oh, bless you, yeah,
The
absolutely.
suitcase stomp, because this is what he said. After I got through stomping on this thing, I said, well, we got to do the suitcase stomp. Do it. Suitcase stomp, y'all. what we want. Going down the road, we're doing just what we want. We're going down the road, we're doing just what we want. Well, we won't be timid, doing that too. I'm going down the road, mama, doing just what we please. Going down the road, doing just what we please. Going down the road, doing just what we please. Well, feel that soft summer breeze. Keep the window open. Driving happy now. Driving, mama, driving happy now. Driving, mama, driving happy now. And we know traffic for horses and cows, yeah.
John Long, you're a national treasure, bud. I'm
Thank you.
so happy to have you in the studio, and I hope we can do this again sometime. I know you're in Colorado a lot. I hope everyone comes to see you at the Villa. And so is there any other dates that you're playing around here?
Well, if you're down in Mississippi on October the 9th in Clarksdale, we're going to be down there, and I think Bob Margolin is going to be there, and a host of other bluesmen, blueswomen going to be down there. So, but anyway, just October the 9th, you all flock down there. But anyway, but we're going to be down in Florida. October 23, and it's going to be in Brooksville, right? Brooksville, and it's, what's the club? Oh, Camping with the Blues, that's right. So it's a Camping with the Blues, so the Suitcase will feel right at ease in the camping grounds, you know. So, yeah, that'll be real nice. But anyway, it's Camping with the Blues, October 3rd in Brooksville, Florida. And we got some other little private things that come up, you know, and also some other things come up all of a sudden, you know, like a concert or festival or something like that, or club. Anyway, have Suitcase will travel, but have the voice and harmonica and guitars.
Tools of the trade. That's right.
And thank you for having me, brother.
Oh, bless you, sir. Yeah,
Bless
it
you,
was
sir.
just a pleasure as always. Anytime I see you, even when you're not playing and watching Lisa McCall.
I'll tell you what, go out and see Lisa and Rick. And where are you guys playing at again?
Lounge in the Villa.
Lounge in the Villa.
Village. Yeah.
Village.
Yeah, you're at the villa, they're at the village.
Okay.
But yeah, we definitely want to have them supported well in this community because we're playing them too 6 days a week in rotation, both CDs. And really, why we do this is we want everyone to get your new CD, the whole catalog, might as well, huh?
And there's another guy who's a friend of mine who listens to, his name is Maynard Mills, has the Maynard Mills Blues Band.
Maynard Mills, I saw
and we're trying to get him out because he's got a lot of fans here in Colorado Springs, and
yeah.
And he's a wonderful blues man himself. Plays down at a place called Lincoln's Roadhouse.
In Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in Denver.
Yeah, I shot a short video of his performance at the Greeley Blues Jam this year.
Good.
So that's how we came across. I haven't met him yet, but of course, technology as it is. And once again, if Maynard's listening, let's get together and maybe do a show, huh?
Right. Because he has been down here in the past, and he has a following too.
I did not know that, tell you the truth.
He has a following in Colorado Springs, so and he plays other festivals and everything. So it's time to get him back here in the Springs.
Yeah. So, well, I will definitely send him a message.
Because from time to time we are able to play together at Lincoln's Roadhouse and some other places. So.
Are you doing any more Bar Louie stuff?
Well, let's put it this way: we got other venues that have asked us to come in there, and so
well, that's good.
Perhaps sometime in the future. But right now, we'll we just got through doing Jack Quinn's. And then the Bancroft Park, right. And that was beautiful. And we look forward to playing venues and concerts down here in Colorado Springs. I'm thankful that folks come out and hear me play.
Absolutely. Anytime you're around, sir. And.